Kebrabea refugee camp, eastern Ethiopia. This single camp is home to over 17,000 Somalis who fled their homes in the civil war. This region has housed up to 600,000 refugees. For the past 20 years, the refugees have collected firewood for cooking from the surrounding countryside. It's now 99% deforested.
The area is deforested due to the presence of refugees. You can clearly see how to get the firewood, how it is challenging and laborious work, especially for women and children who are the primary responsible for collecting firewood.
I've been living here for 17 years, and we have to travel long distances to collect firewood. It's not a good way to live with this firewood inside our kitchen. It irritates our children's eyes. The smoke gets everywhere in the house.
Fuelwood emits dangerous levels of carbon monoxide and smoke. And for the women who have to walk for hours to find wood, there are other dangers.
One day, 4 of us were collecting firewood. 3 of the women ran away when the landowner appeared with a dog. I was left alone as I had stopped to tie my scarf. He caught me and beat me with a big stick.
Imagine the environment's damage. Daily, every refugee cuts wood for, for cooking purpose, for construction purpose, and Ethiopia has, paid a lot of sacrifice.
The hunt was on for a solution, and by coincidence, the Ethiopian government was looking to get rid of a waste product from the sugar industry, molasses.
They were dumping the molasses, which is the raw material for ethanol production, and they had the capacity to produce ethanol, but they didn't have anywhere to sell it.
Luckily, there was an off-the-shelf solution that could permanently solve both problems: a camping stove. Work began with a trial, giving the Swedish-designed clean-cook stove to a few refugee households and some in Addis Ababa. After the success of the trial, the Gaia Association was formed to distribute the stoves.
So this is how it started. When the idea came to Ethiopia, we did really a thorough pilot studies in different refugee camps.
After the trial's success, the stoves are being distributed to all the other women. They are easy to use and safe. The ethanol is absorbed by fibre wadding in the canister, so there's no chance of dangerous spills, even if the stove is turned upside down. Word has spread about the stove's benefits, and all the women are keen to improve their cooking conditions.
We always eat clean food now. We no longer have smoke irritating our eyes, and our houses are clean and don't smell of smoke anymore. So we are thankful to Gaia. We are really pleased with the ethanol stoves.
The refugees are so poor, they often sell their possessions to make ends meet. But the stoves are so popular, they never appear for sale in the local markets.
If we provide plastic sheeting, they sell it. Even the ration, they sell and buy something else. But the stove, they keep it. And this is an indicator for us to what extent they really love the stove.
I'm pleased. I think this will be much better than firewood. My life will improve, there's no smoke, and I won't have to collect any more firewood.
As a result of having the ethanol stove, they have ample time now to do some income-generating activities. Now they even have time to go to the health center, and plus, it reduces the impact on the environment, which means the tension between the locals and the refugees is reduced.
Stoves have now been distributed to all refugee households in Kebrabea, benefiting over 17,000 people. But the stoves are not limited to poorer households. People living in the new blocks of flats in Addis have also tried out the stove. Gaia now has an order for 2,000 stoves for the flats, making them a mainstream renewable technology.
As you can see, this flat has a small kitchen, so if you're using kerosene, it's really smoky and unhealthy. So this stove really is a huge benefit.
Gaia's project has been so successful, it now plans to cut importation costs by assembling the stoves in Ethiopia. A local company, Makobu, has now set up a workshop making moulds for some of the stove parts. The local company is so confident of demand, it's building a factory. This will soon be the site of full-scale production of the clean cook stove bodies. They won't just be distributed to the refugee households, but sold for domestic use in Ethiopia and beyond.
Now I'm really seeing it in a way that's going all over Ethiopia and even getting attention of the government. It's in a position now to be out in other African countries. So it's like watching a baby growing.